name is Dedaj. I am from Bronx, New York, and I wake up every morning realizing that we are all children of God and that we are all people of tremendous value because we are created by God in love and we are sustained by Him in love. We could do many wonderful things if we put our minds to it. To me, success is living a life of integrity, having a positive and wonderful mindset, and trying to help people out. I was raised Catholic, but I was not an active churchgoer, so I didn't really start becoming active until I got confirmed as a young adult. It made me feel that I was a full member of the church, and I realized, that God wanted me to, develop a relationship with Him more and to love His people more. And it made me a happier person, made me find more meaning in my life, and it's changed my life for the better. When I finished college, I had this dream of having the American dream life, having a house, having a successful job, having a wife and kids, and having a dog running through the yard. And I figured, once I went into the business world, I would have it all. Working in the corporate world was a lot of fun, but it wasn't all that I imagined it to be, and I did not, achieve the things I thought I would. Because you have these dreams of what you expect your life to be 5 or 10 years down the road, but you really can't see that far into the future. So a lot of times what you think is going to happen 5 or 10 years down the road is not what it turns out to be. In my early 30s, my dad passed away, and it was a very traumatic event in my life because I had never lost anyone close to me. So it totally devastated me, and I missed him a lot. I also learned a lot from it because I learned to focus on the people that were close to me. I realized that death is a part of life, and I realized to appreciate the people I have in my life a lot more. I started working for this company soon after I finished college, and I was there for about 10 years. The first 9 years were great. I had a great time. The people there were wonderful. I had a great boss, and I look forward to going there every day. A number of years ago, there was a lottery. So, you put in your business card, and for 2 people that won, they would win a trip to go anywhere around the world. So I said to myself, why not? You got to be in it to win it, like they say in the New York lottery. So I put my card in, and lo and behold, I won a trip, and I decided to go to Hong Kong because I'd always wanted to go to Asia, and it was an amazing trip. It taught me that, hey, you got to be in it to win it. You never know if, like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You got to be open to these opportunities. You got to have this mindset saying, I'm capable of achieving these things. I'm capable of getting them. Because if you don't have that in mindset, you're going to miss a lot of those opportunities. You got to feel that you're worthy of it. You got to start changing the way you feel about yourself and that what you deserve. You got to feel good about yourself. And if you do, you'll see those opportunities because your eyes will be open. In Hong Kong, it's definitely a different culture. It's a very international city like New York. It's beautiful because it's got these skyscrapers, but it also has these mountains in the background. So you see the modern with the ages. It's a combo of the two. And the food there was awesome. The people there were very friendly, and it's a totally different culture. You have to be open to it. You got to realize not everyone thinks the same way as Americans do. And you got to be open to it. And when you're open to it, you can learn a lot from other people because you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You have to use your ears twice as much. After like 9 years, the management changed, and I got this micromanaging boss who made my life miserable. I hated going to work. I dreaded getting up every morning, and it was around this time I realized I'm not in control when I work for someone else. So it was around this time I started thinking about the fact that maybe I want to work for myself one day. Ever since the crash of 2008, I realized that things had changed greatly in the corporate world. Things were changing, companies were downsizing, they were letting people go, and I realized that you can't stay in a company 40 years and retire. You have to take control of your own life. I left the corporate world, and I've never looked back. I was always taught by my parents that you should work hard, because when you work hard, you will get noticed and you will get things done. If you work hard and you put in the effort, you will get noticed and good things will happen to you. The kind of life I want is, number one, I want to settle down, have a family, have a dog running around the yard. I want to, live a free life doing whatever I want to do. So like a Monday is like a Saturday to me. So I want to go away for a few days. I can do that because I don't have to worry about getting permission from my boss. I want to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And I also want to live a good Christian life, following God's will and being good to people, helping people and serving people. I think that is a fulfilling, happy life. Since I left the corporate world and started working online, my life has been a lot happier. I felt a lot freer. I feel I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I've made many wonderful relationships and friendships. And, I've been able to do more traveling, and and I can just take my laptop with me anywhere. It doesn't matter, anywhere in the world I can go, I can still work on my business. I feel like no one's telling me what to do in my life. No one's controlling my life. I'm controlling my life. So whatever happens to me is a result of the actions I take, and I love the fact that I'm ultimately in charge of what happens. To me, working online is not a job. It's not something I have to do. It's something I like to do, I love to do, and I look forward to doing it. There are a lot of people out there who are working the 9-to-5 job and they're happy with it. And there are also a lot of people who are not happy with it. So those people who are not happy working 9-to-5, they should consider making a change in their life. Whether they're opening up their own business, opening up a store, whatever they want to do. But they need to make that decision to change their life. Only you can change and take charge of your life. You should not have someone else telling you what to do if you're unhappy with it. So you want a new life, new opportunities will present themselves because they're changing their mindset and they're having that openness. If you have preconceptions, you're going to miss all these opportunities. So if you have an open mind and you take action, you will be amazed at what can happen. And when you change your mindset and you go into this new opportunity, this new life, you will still have these trials and tribulations and these struggles. And that's fine, because that happens to everyone. Since I've decided to change my life, I realized that life's not going to be a smooth road. There are going to be trials and tribulations. You're going to have these adversities. Learn to overcome. Learn to believe that you can do anything, that you can overcome anything. Every person who has succeeded has gone through these struggles. So it's normal. It's a normal part of life. But when you're in control, you feel happy, you feel freer, and you know that you can overcome these things. You do not have to answer to someone else to tell you, do this or don't do that. You are in control and you are much freer.